What's up, Star Wars fans and gamers like? Today I'm here to bring you my very own LEGO Star Wars 3 The Clone Wars review for the demo, not the game, just the demo. Now, when you first start the game or the demo and play it, you'll notice a couple of new things. Now, for starters, there are new features. On top of that, there are better graphics, and I have put this little part or snippet of this area because it really shows you how nice this game is. I mean, with the graphics and the flames, how polished they look, and with the characters, you know, how clean they look. On top of all the new features that they have, it makes for a great LEGO Star Wars game. On top of that, each character has their own set of moves or lightsaber swing abilities and different postures, which I have emphasized previously in my previous Star Wars videos that I made for the demo. Now, on top of that, you have a little difficult challenges or difficult scenarios that you come into face to face as you go along and progress throughout the levels, which can be taken in a good way or a bad way. Now, it can be taken in a bad way by if you really can't figure it out and you rather just play throughout the whole game and just get it over with. But if you look at it in a good way, you could say, well, you know, this is cool, it's a challenge, as opposed to other games which have no difficulty at all to getting through the scenarios. It's just, when I play the previous games, I feel like I am just playing the mission just to get the studs or tokens or whatever you want to call them, and just get it over with and get all the new unlocks. Now here, this is where you really first start to get in combat, and if you notice a couple of things, everything is a lot more fluid and with the lightsaber swings, and it makes you feel like you're swinging, you're swinging a lightsaber and not just pressing X in kind of a locked mode where you just do a set of swings and you just keep pressing it, doing it over and over again, which is obviously not the direction that they wanted to go with in this demo. Now, on top of there being all these lightsaber swings and new postures, there's also Force Push, which has been added to the game, and an ability where you can actually move around your enemies that you're holding with B, and you can actually move them around. In some cases, with particular enemies, you can actually use them and use your guns and fire them back upon your opponents in front of you. Now, on top of all this stuff and these new features, there's also different, various types of enemies, which adds to the fun, obviously, and they all kind of have their own weakness. Now here you'll see how they added something quite different, where you actually have to build or do something with one character then switch to the other. Now, unfortunately, in this video I didn't show, but there was a better example where you actually had to use all three characters at once. And if you know, or if you have ever played the demo, you'll know that with the three other characters, Anakin, Amidala, and C-3PO, you have to do multiple stuff, or you have to do one particular thing with each character. Now, here you see the circle on the top right with the transition. That is a new feature also that they have included, which basically means that in the Star Wars The Clone Wars world, there's basically the main characters are doing either separate or they're doing something at once. And if they're separate and they're separated, then what they'll have to do is they'll be doing stuff simultaneously, which means that transition makes it so that you can do stuff simultaneously and feel like you're actually doing stuff at the same time, instead of just doing one thing and then automatically switching to the next set of character or in the next section. Now we're moving on to the space mission, and one thing that I thought that was smart about the developers or the creators of LucasArts or whoever managed this was that they not only gave you a taste of the ground gameplay, but they also gave you a bit of the flying gameplay. and they have shown to you that you can not only fly, but you can actually go on a ship, do something there, get back on your ship, and then complete your objective. And here you see right here is a great example of what they can do with their you could say building system, and it just shows you how polished the flames are and how great the graphics are in this game, which really, you know, makes you want to buy it. I mean, graphics are one of the major things that are in the game. So now this review is coming to an end, so I'll give you my final verdict, and I would say 9 out of 10. Because of the fact that there are many new features, ground gameplay, space gameplay, but the only negative I could think about this would be that some of the scenarios that you come with could be a little challenging, but that was only the first time. Now if you replay it over again the second time, it's going to be a lot easier, but that is my only negative thing about this demo. Hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you later.